Hi there, it's Ms. Nowakowski coming to you from the studio at Grower Elementary in the Richmond School District. This Math Studio project that I'm going to share with you is showing you how to make an angelfish two different ways using origami techniques. So this one's a little simpler version, only a few steps, and this one is a little bit more complicated. For both projects, all you need is a square piece of paper and then a marker, pencil, or crayon of some sort to add some details to the angelfish. Okay, the first step in making our angelfish is to fold our paper in half vertically to make two rectangles here, and then to open it up and then to fold it diagonally. So to make a large triangle here. Open it, and then the opposite diagonal, so going the other way. Open it up, then you have X, fold lines across the two diagonals and one down vertically. For this next part, we're going to do a bit of paper folding engineering here, so we're going to move this up towards us, and I like to put my two pointer fingers in behind here and push towards the center, and I'm going to push those two together. Crease them down a little bit, and then I'm going to smooth these down. So I'm forming like a tent triangle here. Just make sure that that point there is nice and flat, and everything else is lining up. There we go. You can see all those layers inside. This is the last folding step. We're going to pick up this just the front layer, and we're going to cross it over this center fold line here, just so it's crossing down at the bottom. And then do the same thing with just the top layer of this side. And I can come up right to the edge and line those up here. Cross them over, and these will be the angelfish's tail. Crease that down, and then when I flip this over, there's my angelfish. Okay. So I can take my marker, and I can add a mouth and an eye. If I want to add some gills, I can add some gills, and you can add some other details to your angelfish. There it is. Okay, the second angelfish has quite a few more folds, so let's give this a go. We are going to fold it diagonals first. We do it one way, one diagonal, and then rotate a little bit and do the other diagonal. And then open it up, and then fold it in half across that horizontal fold there, and a rectangle. Make sure you're creasing really well in between each fold. Open it up, and then now fold it in half again across the vertical. Crease, and then open up, and you can see you've got X diagonals here, and then like a plus sign here. Okay, so now we're going to do the book fold, also called the cupboard door fold. So I'm going to fold in from this side into the center, right along the fold. Keep the edges nice and straight. And then again, I like to rotate it to do the other side because I'm right-handed. Something else might feel better for you. And there's the next stage. Go over the creases and open it up. Okay, for the next step, I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to go to this top left corner here and fold it into the center. Crease that down. I only do that for the one corner. Sometimes you would go ahead and do it for all the other sides, but we don't for this one. And then I'm going to flip it back. Okay. And now I'm going to fold this top edge of this shape down to this center line, and I'm going to fold this edge of the shape into the center line as well. There, and then this one, and then these two triangles here, these little two triangles from the triangle that we folded in will meet up here. Okay, so now we've got a square again, and you can see with the two-sided colored paper that I'm using, the two different colors show up, but that can sort of help you see the different folds and shapes that you've created. Okay, the next fold is to take this left side here, and I'm going to fold that over, but as I do that, I'm going to push this up here. I'm putting my finger in there to help make this go up, not the whole thing, just to form that triangle there. This is 2 layers, front and back, but it's all part. See? I'll do that again. So fold this in, and I'm pushing that up. And that's the shape that I should have now. Okay, so now using this shape, I'm going to be folding up this bottom half here to sort of make like a boat shape. So I'm going to get my fingers in here. I'm going to push this up, the bottom side, and then pull out these sides here. You see that? So that's sort of forming that sort of boat or canoe shape. And I've got my fingers in here pinching these down. So now it kind of looks like a boat. So that's the shape we're at right now. Now we have our boat shape, and we're going to flip it over. And this is the mouth or the nose of the angelfish. You can see we've got our fins going the wrong way here, so we're going to flip that triangle behind into the back, and this triangle behind into the back. And then we're just going to shape this one. Okay, so that we're going to fold it, turn it over here so we can see what we're doing. Fold it along this fold line here. Along that center fold line. I'm trying to get that right along the fold line there. And that's the tail. We flip it back over. That's what we see. And then we can use our marker to add some details. I'm just adding mouth and an eye to our angelfish here. And there's our second angelfish. What will you do with your angelfish? Add them to a piece of art, use them in a setting under the ocean, create a story or a math problem with them?